thanking all the distinguished guests on the dais. Dr. K. Tharani Karusu, sir, who's Vice Chancellor, Pondicherry University, and please pardon me if I make any mistakes in the pronunciation. So, sir, Dr. E. Kalariraj, sir, who's Director, NCRC, and I would like to share that I had no idea that there such a council existed. Because had I known earlier, I'm sure we would have collaborated with you earlier and done some awareness programs at UGC. Then we also have Dana Sekran, sir, who's chairman and group head of Sri Manakula Vinayagar group of institutions. We have Dr. Venkata Chalapati, sir, who's principal and director of the college. And of course, we have Bhaskaran, sir, superintendent of police, Puducherry, gave a brilliant address. We'll be discussing that later. We also have Dr. S. Sir, I'm sorry, Okay, yeah, Principal MVITs of Puducherry. We also have representatives from the Indian Cyber Crime Coordination Center. I believe will be coming tomorrow. We have representatives from the industry, from Dyson, TCS, Deloitte, Ernst & Young, Grant Thornton, Indo-Russian IT Association. I think they'll be joining you all tomorrow. And of course, I'm so happy to see such a young crowd. So, dear students, and of course the faculty members of the college, non-teaching staff, and all the other people, all the students, I believe we've all come, not all of you are from here. Some of you have also come from Chennai and other places. So, very warm welcome to all of you here. I'm so happy to see all of you here. And it's a very important summit that is happening, the National Cybersecurity Summit 24, focusing on emerging technologies and trends in cloud security. So all our speakers before have already told you, and I'm sure most of you are aware of the cyber crimes that are taking place. And so let me start with sharing some statistical data with you. And since I'm from the University Grants Commission, so my focus would be on the initiatives that UGC has taken in the higher education ecosystem and also the Ministry of Education. So some statistics that I want to share with you is like the Press Information Bureau of the Ministry, the Government of India. It says that in July 2023, there were 840 million Indians who had an online presence, and by 2025, another 400 million Indians will enter the digital world. So that's a huge number. We talk of a Indian decade, we talk of the digital public infrastructure which India has developed, and we are now almost known globally for the DPI that we, the digital public infrastructure, which is so inclusive. Like we hear of somebody selling a vegetable, and you go to a sabzi wala also has a DPI. I mean, even he can use it, we can use it. I mean, the mobile that I have is everything in this, isn't it? I mean, we get up in the morning. I think what is the first thing that we do in the morning? We get up in the morning, we pick up our mobile phones. We go to sleep. I think the last thing we do is before going to sleep is like looking at the messages or saying good night or whatever. So I think our entire life, it's become so cyber-centric, it all revolves either around a mobile or a desktop or maybe a laptop. So let me ask, let this be an interactive session. So would you all call yourself WhatsApp university students? Are you all WhatsApp university students? I mean, this is a term which is used frequently these days. I'm sorry, I don't know Tamil, but I'm sure you understand English. Are you all WhatsApp university students? Who is a WhatsApp university student? Who, whatever he or she sees on WhatsApp, believes it, right? Yes or no? No? Good, good. So that is good. I mean, as everybody before, all the speakers, that we have to be very careful. I mean, I think somebody mentioned about, sir, you mentioned about the Delhi Chief Minister case where he retweeted a video without bothering. So if someone at that level, so we have to be, all of us have to be so aware of what we are doing. I mean, when we are present digitally, a digital presence, we have to be very careful of what we are doing. So now let's talk about the higher education system, because the focus of the summit is, I think, emerging trends in technology and also cloud security. So that means the data that is available with us, and especially personal data. So the All India Survey on Higher Education. So you should know that how many universities are there, how many colleges are there. Since you're here, so that's fine. But you should know in India how many universities, how many colleges, what are the number of students who are studying in the higher education system, how many teachers are there, how many faculty members are there. So the All India Survey on Higher Education, which was recently released in February this year, it says that there are 1,168 universities in the country. And there are 45,473 colleges, including your college as well. And besides that, 12,000 standalone institutions. And what are the number of students who are studying in the higher education system? That is the students in the age group of 18 to 23 years. That is 4.33 crore students. And we have 15.98 faculty members that are teachers in the higher education system, and exactly almost around the same number of non-teaching staff in the higher education system. So basically what I'm trying to say is that whatever portals we are developing, all the research information that is going on, like the higher education in the governance system, whether it's the higher education content platforms that we are developing, or the learning tools and repositories that we are developing. So all that information has to obviously go in a cloud server, and obviously this information is only going to grow. So that needs to be safe, and I think in the next 2 days, that is what the focus will be on how to have, the cloud security, how can you do that? And I'm sure that there'll be a lot of engaging sessions that you'll have with all the experts from the industry and also from the national, the NCRC, the National the National CYBERSECURITY Resource Council. Yeah. So if you remember, it was when did the focus on cyber security, so to say, came into being? I mean, my personal experience has been that with the outbreak of the COVID-19 in March 2020, when the entire higher education system, all of us went online, so to say, whether it was studying online, any of our activities. I mean, we usually, few of our online meetings would be done through Google Meet. But then we came to know of Zoom, Cisco, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, and so many things. We had to learn, we had to equip ourselves to do studies online. So that was the time when a lot of instructions came from the Ministry of Home Affairs to UGC and the Ministry of Education that we need to create cyber awareness amongst our higher education institutions. So we developed a lot of platforms also. So as I go along, I'll share with you some of the platforms that UGC and the Ministry of Education have developed. And I'm sharing this because I hope that you know about them. And if you don't, I would want you to, avail of these platforms, because there is a lot of information available. And going along, these will help you in your future also. So like Samarth is a platform, it's a ERP. Are you aware of the Samarth platform? Sir would know, he's from Central University. So Samarth is a technology-enabled enterprise resource platform, and there are 3,000 higher education institutions which are availing of the Samarth platform services. So basically, through this platform, it's a ERP platform, and I'm sure many of you are from technical backgrounds would understand that right from the admissions, employment management, fee management, even health management, knowledge management, training of trainers, etc., everything. Every sort of administrative, academic or activity, sports activity, everything is taken care of online through the Samarth platform. Then we have a CU Chain platform. This is for the faculty members who are present here. So any vacancy in any of the central universities, you can apply through this platform. So this is for you. Then SWAYAM, how many of you are aware of the SWAYAM platform? NPTEL courses. Good, great. I'm so happy to note that. So I'm sure you also know that 40% of your credits you can, in any semester, in any particular semester, you can avail 40% of credits from the SWAYAM platform. So whatever regular studies that you are doing, that you can do, but 40% you can do from the credits from the SWAYAM platform. You can avail that, and that will be entered in your transcript. And since many of the industry partners are here, I would like to share with you that day before yesterday, or maybe 2-3 days ago, the Minister of Education launched SWAYAM Plus. Now, SWAYAM Plus is it's an extension of the SWAYAM platform, and here the industry partners would develop courses which are, skill courses, employability-related courses, and we aim to develop 1,000 such courses in the next 1 year. So that is also that you can look at. So please go and have a look at the SWAYAM Plus platform also. Now, Swayam MOOCs has done so much, like Swayam platform, since it was launched in 2017, there are around 11,772 courses available on the Swayam platform, and I think the last date has passed, so maybe in the next July semester, I would definitely urge all of you to please go and have a look at the Swayam platform and register for the courses. Even the examination fee, which was 1,000 rupee earlier for every student, has been reduced now. That was one of the hiccups because many students didn't come forward to take the Swayam courses. And are you aware of the ABC, the Academic Bank of Credits? You are. I hope your institution has already registered on that. So ABC is also now, recently we also launched the Automated Permanent Academic Account Registry. So basically a student, when he goes to the school, right from his school till the time like he goes to his professional life also, everything, your school report cards, your college mark sheets, if you participate in an Olympiad, any such event, everything goes there. So any person who's looking, any employer can always go to the APAR and get all your details from there, so it's safe there. Then NAD and DigiLocker, I'm sure you're aware of. No? You are, but what about the students? Okay, then you have the National Testing Agency, which conducts the examination. So it conducts the NET examination, it conducts the CUET examination, NEET and SWAM examination. That is another portal where we have data of all students available. And now Professor of Practice portal, how many of the faculty members are aware of the Professor of Practice portal? Are you or are you not? Okay, so now Professor of Practice portal was launched by UGC, and this is basically for people who are working in the industry, and since many of the industry people I think have joined or would be joining. So if you have 15 years of experience of working in an industry at a senior level, you can register yourself on the Professor of Practice portal, and any university can approach you and you can, avail of your services maybe for a year. It could be a full-time or a part-time basis. So this is an opportunity for people who are not in the academics, who are not regular associate assistant professors or professors, but who are working in the industry, and to take advantage of their experience, this has been launched. So whoever you know of your parents or brothers, sisters who are in the industry and who can avail of this facility, so please ask them to register on the Professor of Practice portal. Then we also have a Utsaha portal, and this is for the higher education institutions here, where we monitor the progress of national education policy, the recommendations of NEP, how the higher education institutions are implementing the major recommendations. Now, what has UGC been doing? As I was hearing that UGC and AICT keep sending advisories to higher education institutions. Yes, we keep doing that. We'll send you guidelines, we'll send you advisories. But I always feel that just sending advisories doesn't help. We could send you guidelines to do this. Devote one day every month on cybersecurity. Send us pictures that you have done this. But if we could help you, if we could conduct some cybersecurity awareness programs in collaboration with higher education institutions, where we, like for instance, what the program today, it's a very good example of how you should go about it, where you involve the city police is involved. You have an institution like the National Cybersecurity Resource Council is involved. So it has to be a collaborative effort. So UGC, when it collaborated with the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Electronics and IT, so we had experts from all these ministries, and we from the National Forensic Science University, the National Law University, Bhopal. So we developed a digital hygiene handbook for higher education institutions. We are now in the process of revising it, and that's really, and it's basically for higher education institutions, for students and faculty members across disciplines, not necessarily from a technical background. That was one thing that we did. Then we also developed a cybersecurity curriculum for UG and PG level, again because cybersecurity is something which I should know, which my father should know, which my son should know, which my grandparents should know. Don't you think so? I mean, whatever we learn, we should also share with them. I think, as Sir just mentioned ago, that my father became a victim of financial fraud. 40,000 of his he had to, and unfortunately, I don't know whether I should report in Tamil Nadu or not, but I have to take it up. And in fact, I did everything within 1 hour, and I could do that. Why? Because I knew people and I4C and Mighty, so they guided me. There was another instance which I'd like to share with you, that UGC, after the COVID outbreak, we had to be present online. So we only had, I think, We were only present on the social media. We only had a YouTube channel which was not very active. So we became active on YouTube. We created our Instagram channel. We were on Facebook, LinkedIn. And have I missed out anything? Whatever, like we were almost everywhere. So one fine day, I was handling social media at that point of time, I think in April 2022, I think at midnight or whatever, I got a message, and as is that your Twitter account has been hacked. And this was followed by, like, earlier in the day, the UP Chief Minister's Twitter account had been hacked. The Indian Meteorological Department's Twitter account had been hacked, and we were the third Government of India organization whose Twitter account was hacked. So since I knew people in I4C, I immediately contacted Abhishek Singh, I remember, and he's the CEO of NEGD. He connected me to CERTIN. I approached them, and within hours. So what is important is that you have to know the right people to approach when such a thing happens. And then, of course, I had to approach the Twitter representative in India, in Delhi, and it got sorted out. So, we use, because the social media handles these days are the face of your organization, right? So whatever you are, every new initiative that we take, we immediately post it. Every letter that goes, we immediately post it on the social media. Every new initiative that the chairman says, our present chairman says, very particular that, how do we explain it in layman's term to everybody? And we are also, I'll also share one thing with you that since we're talking about cybersecurity, that the MOOCs courses that we have developed, of them, 27 of them are available on in 8 regional languages, including Tamil. And there's one course on introduction to cybersecurity. So I would definitely want all of you to see it and give me your feedback whether it's good enough or not. So it's in Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Gujarati, Odia, Hindi, English, of course. So it is a UGCEresources.ac.in. So I'm just sharing the URL with you. If you have time, go and have a look at it and let me know, give me your feedback if it's good enough or not. And there's a lot of, right now, as part of NEP implementation, a lot of work is going on in translation of the textbooks in different Indian languages. And I think we have already requested faculty members to give in there. So faculty members or students also who think they are good in Tamil and who can help us in translation of some textbooks in Tamil, please do write to UGC. We'll be happy to avail of your services. Most of the things have already been told to you, but what I basically want to say is that when we work together is when things happen. And one more very important thing is, I don't know whether you have a CISO, a Chief Information Security Officer. CISO, does your college have one? Because if you want to take care of cybersecurity, I think appointment of a CISO is very important, and training of faculty members is also a very important thing. So while students should also know whatever cybersecurity, how to check or how to take care of cybersecurity, faculty members should also be trained. And one more thing that, as somebody mentioned earlier, that I'm also looking after the malnutrition centers in UGC. So basically, the malnutrition centers are the erstwhile human resource development centers, and we are offering a NEP orientation and sensitization program, online program, which we want every faculty member, whether you are an assistant professor, associate professor, even if you are a professor and you have availed of the caste benefit, my request is please do this program. And there are 8 teams, including information communication technology, which also has a focus on cybersecurity. So that is something I would request all of you to do. So capacity building of faculty members is also important, besides, of course, making the students aware of the major initiatives that have taken place. So upskilling of the state. I was reading the employment news, not employment news, the Economic Times yesterday while I was coming to Chennai. And I'll just share with you what it says, since you are discussing this in the next 2 days, so you should know this, that the rise of artificial intelligence will impact over 50% of jobs in India. The LinkedIn chief has, in a statement, and he has said that every week 65 million people look for jobs on LinkedIn. And he pointed out that the number of jobs that mention new AI, artificial intelligence technologies like GPT and ChatGPT, and we also hear of generative AI. So in the next, like 50% of, and 60% of people would be of all of us in the age group of 18 to 23 who go out in the industry or for working, they would be embracing AI skills, of course, everything. So that new AI technologies like GPT or ChatGPT have surged 21 times on LinkedIn. So while we are discussing all this, like I think Sir mentioned about there'll be a lot of job opportunities in the cloud security and cyber security sector in the times of come because of the number of people who are online. Look at every day, like, right? So please take care, or like whatever has been suggested, that be careful. I was on Facebook. I think 10 years ago, I deleted my Facebook account, and I'm so happy about that. But then, of course, I'm on Instagram now. So, but what I do is I limit my presence on the social media. So this is just a suggestion, just a request that, you know, all said and done, your health is of top priority. So sleep on time, minimize your social media presence. Just make sure that you don't have to be there always. You don't have to keep checking who said what, and, you know, like, it's not important at all. Only for important purposes you should use social media. And wherever you are present online, be careful. Just see. Like, it's not only about financial frauds. I think it's also about a health fraud. Like, everybody seems to be a doctor these days. You see some video of, you know, somebody suggesting you have this problem, do this, and without even blinking an eye, we will go ahead and do that. So I think if we are responsible citizens and we think that we have, I don't know I mean, we can have so many degrees, but if we do not take such small steps to be careful, so we'll be in big trouble. So in fact, when my father told me that he got this message, I think that your Google account will get deactivated, and so for this, call on this number. And he just called on that number, and whatever followed later was that he shared, I think, his something had to be linked with Aadhaar and with video. His video was also taken and whatever, and finally, but unfortunately that has still not been solved. So I just hope that whatever steps we are taking, also, like, you know, citizens, how can we make sure that citizens are, they feel that, yeah, they are secure. I mean, we can tell them, you do this, call on this number, 1930, sir suggested, or immediately within 24 hours you have to file an FIR. Or for girls especially, wherever there is, you know, they might hesitate if there any such thing happens. So you can always say, why did you do it in the first time? You know, there are people who say, why did you do it in the first time? I mean, that really bugs me. I mean, what do you mean by why did you do it in the first time? And if you did this, so you have to face this. I mean, that should never be the case. I mean, women and girls should always be confident enough that they can approach anyone. What happens to us is that we feel, oh my God, like what will happen? What will my parents say? What will people in the society say if an FIR is lodged? So I think we are all of us are now very strong women. And I also urge that, you know, all said and done, women should be financially independent. Make sure, I mean, as far as possible, be strong. This applies to everyone, not only women. But being a woman, I'm saying this. And yeah, let's be safe on in the cyberspace, so to say. And I think what will help us is such sort of summits and workshops, regular webinars. I think we should thank the Superintendent of Police. I mean, what the suggestion made by him was very good, that every month, every week or every month, for 1 hour, he'll be spending time with you. So just whatever cyber crimes happened, report to him. So it's good. I mean, when they are coming forward to help, we should avail of, like his institution, the National Cybercrime Research Council. So we have to collaborate. So I was just having a talk with him that you have been working with AICT, now it's time to work with UGC as well. So just do not focus only on engineering colleges. There are so many other institutions as well. So we'll work together with them, and I congratulate your college for taking this initiative, and of course the National Cyber Security Research Council. It's a very good initiative, and I hope in the next 2 days a lot of deliberations will take place and we'll learn so many new things. So please do share the takeaways with us, sir, so that we know what all we can do. So we have to all work collaboratively, and if there's any question, please ask me. I wish I knew Tamil. So, but anyways, whatever you people spoke, I could understand. I could make out whatever you're saying. Any questions? No questions. So thank you so much. And I'm going to visit now Puducherry today because it's and let me tell you, I've been visiting Tamil Nadu quite often. So I've been to Chennai, I've been to Tiruchirappalli, I've been to Thanjavur, Tirunelveli. So your temples are very clean, your people are very, very cooperative. So thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.